Good morning. Hang on, I've got to do one. Yeah, I'm operating the two screens separately this time, so I'm pushing more buttons, deciding to do, and this one I was going to stop the video, this one. Yes, I'm creating just the two complete different scenarios here with my eCam going into my Restream and my BeLive being just for the mytimetv.live and my RosBoundy page, I think it is. So I've just got the two destinations there and I've got the 4 for the eCam. So if I feel like I'm a little bit juggly, that's probably why, because I've got them I've got them completely set apart, not bringing in the eCam as a live cam, virtual camera to my BeLive. Just thought I'd try it that way. And I'm just going to put my little cushion behind my back because I forgot that. I need it. I'm feeling I need it. So here we go. What we've got is a different layout of the cards this morning because, let me show you. I need to actually do this and go like this. I think, no, wrong way. Here's the cards. Here they are. And here they are on this screen. So there we go. We've got both sides of it doing it fine. Now with the BeLive, that's this screen here. That's, you can see it pretty much all in the one there with the eCam, so that's fine. I'm using Leanne Winston and Deb Gilmore's deck as that central card that's come up as the stalk. It's a beautiful deck. I got it day before, and I only unpacked it yesterday to have a good look. It's Inner Soul Guidance Oracle. It's 56 cards, as you can see there, and it's absolutely beautiful. The quality of the cards are a very nice grade of board in them. I'm just going to get them out so you can see the card itself, like how beautiful is the back on that and how thick the card itself actually is. Really beautiful grade. They are a large card. They actually have a fairly big hand size to them, but it doesn't detract from them because you can actually still shuffle them quite easily. For most people, that would be quite easy. For me, I've got a smaller hand, so I do need to take a little bit more care, but there's nothing wrong with that either. Whoops. And I just did that. Nearly tipped them off. So that's that deck. I'm trying to line them up on my table without messing everything else up. Then the next thing that I did was, I'm hoping this is going out live. It's saying it is. I just noticed. Is that one live? Yeah, it is. So what we've got here in this spread, the other deck that I'm using is this one. That's run a George Lenormand or Lenormand. That's her styling, her interpretations that are on these cards. And the artwork is by Callie L. French. You can sort of just see it at the bottom there. And that's a beautiful deck too. You've got a bit of a sampler there. They're a very nice deck. They've got the little shiny stuff. So that's where with these, with the gilding and the rest, they just come up so beautifully. Really beautifully. So what we're doing, how I did the spread with this morning was to the central card, the central focus. It's not in the home work like I normally do it. I'm just taking as the north, south, east, west. So we're doing this, using this one like a compass this time, so that as a compass is there, we've got the north, there we've got the south, there we've got the east, and there we've got the west. Now, in some of the shaman work, what you're getting with the north, it's different energies. Air, I know the west is water, the east is, do you know, I can't remember them now. Isn't that horrid? I'm just going to say there's the fiery energy up at the top in the north. We've got the water energy there. East is earth, from what I remember, and south must be, air, earth, fire, and water. So for air, earth, fire, water. So that must be the air as the south. So let's consider it that way for this time at this point. And I haven't even looked at what the cards were. I just laid them out. So here we go. What we've got in that central position is the stork. Now, what that's, and I will hold it up because having such a big spread with the larger card in the middle, it's hard to get close to the cards. So with the stork, and as you can see with the 38 being the number of the card, it comes down to 11. So it's a power number. It's one of the angel numbers. And with this, it's time for spiritual beginnings and the birth of new things. So unexpected news is coming. So expect the unexpected, but it's going to be new beginnings. So if you're trying for a family, expect that to be what is coming for you. Might be the perfect day today for that fun that actually starts the family. And, if you're thinking of new things to start, a new journey at some point, a new thought processing creation of, and it could be new products if you're in business. It could be just starting a new family tradition. It could be, planning for a holiday. You're starting that process. So this is what I'm feeling. Just take that as the starting point and have fun with that. And that is the central energy that we've got. What we've got in our northern aspect, that I'm just saying, as far as we'll consider it being the fire energy, something that's really going to light you up. It's bringing in that, the anchor of what we're moving into. Oh, good morning, Nakia. Wonderful. Whoa, I didn't hold that one there very long, did I? Good morning. Beautiful little photo there. And we've got Keza here as well. Good morning, Keza. I vaguely remember seeing you on the list last night for our readings. Lovely to see you again. I haven't scheduled this or put it in the program. Haven't, because until I know my back is good, I'm not going to do the events and schedule. I'll just come live when I can around the 8 o'clock as my usual time. So what we've got here, I'm going to have to hold these cards up this time because they are so far away. And with the way my camera is on a stand, it's a bit difficult to get it closer. So here we've got the card of the anchor in that northern aspect. So consider that as you're looking forward towards your directions that you're moving in, an anchor can be pulled up and relocated at any time. But whilst you're needing to actually have that stability and steady seas, so to speak, that you are actually going to be able to put that anchor down and know that you're going to stay there for a while. So if there's anything that you're planning that, you're firing up to do something, you're moving ahead on a plan, but you need to actually have some of that stability whilst doing certain parts of that, whilst actually concentrating on or doing a particular, especially if you're creating in the form of artworks and things like that, that you're going to need that stability and steadiness. So even if the thought process, but also in that physical doing, if you've got a brush in your hand and you're actually doing finer detail, or you've got scissors that you're cutting out your pattern for creating a garment, or that sort of thing, those things come to mind because over the years I've done various bits and pieces along those ways, making clothes for kids and myself, and artwork and gluing things together to create little masterpieces with the kids, all that sort of thing. I think we have a bit of that starting off on a new journey and creativity with that in connection with the stork today. So as we're moving, I do tend to go north-south. So in the south, what we've got here is the coffin. So for us, it's traveling through and allowing, as you can see, it's the 8 card. It's the number 8 with the Lenormand. So what you're getting there is the infinity symbol as well with the 8. So it's that continual process of allowing things that aren't needing to be, oh, that's the one that got run over by my caster. It's bumpy. So with the coffin, what we have with that being in the south energy, if you look at the magnetics, we actually have that. Here we've got the birth and now we've got the death. of each and everything as we're moving through life. As we're creating, there's always going to be a death of something that's actually completed. So it's not necessarily the death of a person, it's the death of something that is actually going to be moving through and allowing space and room for that next creative project or what you're doing next, okay? That sound you might hear is my coffee machine turning off automatically. So I'll take the chance to have a slurp of my coffee. Right. So from this space, I just remembered that because this is actually going to my card reading group and my RosBoundy page, you might need to, I think it should pick up if you're making comment or saying g'day. I can't see it in the actual pages, so you need to, I can't see that you're there. So if you want to say hi, do so. I'll see it in my, in the comment stream that's in my end of what I'm doing here with the cards, with the streaming. So there we've got that part of the process of the north-south. So it is almost like lining up your directions. So you're realigning and you're actually holding steady and true while the energies are moving through in the form of something new starting as that basis and creating the space for it to grow as you would a seed dies in the ground to create the new plant or tree. So then we're going to move to the east energies, and the east, as I've mentioned, what I think I remember of shaman or compass directions and the energies is the earth. We're considering it the earth, and what we've got here, guess what? It's the mountain. What biggest piece of earth can you get but a mountain? Now, the energy in mountains it's a little bit of that factor of struggle and the possibility of, because mountains have hills and valleys, so and sometimes difficult pathways. So you might be needing to actually take that extra effort to actually move stuff out of the way or climb up or under or over or around, whatever is in the way. If it's in the way, it could be that you're going to be able to follow a path that one of the wonderful natural creatures of the earth have made, like moose, deer, the pandas, wherever it is in the mountains, that some of those creatures do create very defined and regularly walked pathways so that even you could probably follow them. Sometimes it's a good idea to actually forge your own, start something new and start your own pathway and start your own new journey as far as the mountains go. So in whatever way that you're sensing it for yourself, know that, look, it's not insurmountable. Mountains can be climbed. The valleys can be forged. The rivers can be moved across, actually, I think that's what forge is, isn't it? Forging a river. Anyway, take what steps you need to move through those mountains. And, the energy that we put into it is certainly going to be worth it, okay? What we've got here in our card on the west, which is the water energy, and water energy is the more emotional and feelings side of what we experience. That's what's been traditionally the feeling around what water is, because we cry our tears, and that's water. We become emotional, and we know it's so fluid, the way that our emotions can react. So if you see that clearly, which this camera doesn't do justice, it's an incense burner. So it's relative to some of those ceremonies and rituals that we might do, or even for the type of work that I do, the cleansing. You can, like we burn sage to cleanse space, you can also use incense to cleanse the space. It also brings forward the beautiful sense of smell, because you're actually purifying the air and you're bringing it to a perfume that actually takes you through those senses of what is our conscious into the subconscious, and allowing us to actually have the feeling of being cared for. That's how I feel that incense works for me. You feel like you're being nurtured. You feel like you've got some special space. So in some respects, I think it's setting up, cleansing and setting up your special space, your meditation space, your altar. Begin a little new ritual if that's where you feel that you're needing something fresh. Start one. Create something for yourself, even if it's just a mantra. And a mantra is just, a sentence. It's some words that you use, that you string together, that you feel are special, that mean something, that bring you into that state of contemplation and meditation. Good morning, Monzarina. That's a beautiful name, Monzarina. I hope I haven't killed the pronunciation of it. Lovely to see you here. What I do with these cards in the morning around this time, Monzarina, is that I actually have it as a general card spread. I don't do the specific individual readings. We had that last night with Leanne, Winston and I. We do that on a Friday night. And every now and then I will come online and just do them ad hoc, which I probably will today, a little later. So keep an eye out for when I'm on again. How do you do the notifications? There's a way of doing the notifications in the, on my name. I'm not sure. Like or follow the mytimetv.live page. I'm assuming that's the one where you're coming in from. Yes. And, I just noticed something new in the Be Live. It actually tells me when I highlight your avatar in the background that you're coming from the mytimetv.live page. Now, that's a great idea. Wonderful. Good. So do, excuse me. So do follow or like the mytimetv.live page, and where the bell is, or however you get the notifications, certainly tick that for when anyone in the mytimetv.live is going live, and you can choose what you watch or not. But that's certainly the place and space that I do these types of, that's wonderful, thank you, do these types of readings in the mornings. If you need to, go up to where I've got that one, at RosBoundy. That's my RosBoundy page. That's the page that I do the ad hoc one-on-one, where I can pull a card for you and give you a mini reading at the time. Those are the ones that you also need to go into the RosBoundy page and whatever it is, like or follow. I don't follow Facebook much. I do what I need to, and I like connecting with the people, but I don't take much notice of the process. So with that, what we probably need to do, and I'm moving back to my face, so probably do that, and then you'll get the notice that I'm live, and you can ask a question and have a card in that time space with those ones, because that's where I do the individual card pulls. So thank you for being here, though, and to everyone else that's watching, whether you're in replay, watching it as a replay, or whether you're watching it now and not commenting is fine too. Certainly share around that these are, I'm coming back to doing them more regularly. I've just had time off that I've had to. I couldn't sit up in my chair because of back issues. I'm hoping not to have that repeated again. It's just at the point now where I can sit for a little bit more extended periods of time, and I'll get back to the daily. I have been doing these daily live streams for over a year now, and most of the time it has been every day. It's just those little incidences that life brings us, isn't it? So I have got this one that I'm doing on I don't know how to do this on the Be Live. I'm just going to have a look. Here we go. Shaz, good morning. How are you? Yes, I did. Whoops. Oh, and hit the button twice. I did receive your call. I was still on the line with Leanne when you actually tried calling, and when I went to call back, I think you'd probably already gone to bed. But here I've got something I'm going to be starting again. It's a membership in the Buy Me a Coffee. That's why on the Be Live I've got the scrolly bar happening. On the eCam it's just the two. Oh, hang on. the two bars that are there. On point, it looks funny on the BeLive because it's not there, but there is the two website thingies on the eCam side of it. Here is the link that takes you to, now it's a $20 monthly membership fee that I'm doing in my Buy Me a Coffee to start up again with it's a Lenormand thing. And that's going to be a regular Sunday night thing for those that want to join that membership. It's $20 a month, or I think it's $200 a year. I can't remember what it's in the Buy Me Coffee. Let me just go and quickly have a look, because I think it's $20 a month or $200 a year. It gives the option. I'm not sure how I set that up. Some of this is brand new to me. So click that, see where it goes. If you have any trouble with it, it's only because I love playing with the buttons and setting a few new things up as I'm progressing in how I'm learning to use all of this technology in the way that we have. And especially, a free site, well, the opportunity to set up a site like Buy Me a Coffee. And, I'm trying out what it has. Oh, hi. I just noticed, Akira, that you are there with your comment. So thank you for that. You're wondering about hexes. Now, I don't answer those sorts of things. It is just, what energy you give it is what's going to be bringing it forward. If you're worried about a hex, just block it, put a mirror up and send it back. It's not something that you need to be worried about. So can definitely answer that one very quickly. And we've got this, Keza, that's a blank page. That'll be emojis, I think. It doesn't bring them up on the BeLive. So I'm going to leave that there. So certainly have a go if you want to join in on the Sunday nights. That membership will have a few little specials as I learn how to do them and opportunities. There is another one for a different style of membership as well. You'll find on my Buy Me a Coffee as well. I didn't want to load up the chat with lots of links. So thank you for being here. Thank you for supporting me. I'll keep on with my day as you will keep on with yours. Have a wonderful weekend. I do anticipate being back again tomorrow morning about the 8 o'clock, and keep your eye out. And there we go with Kate. Karen Hawk over on the eCam site. A little bit late to rewatch. Look, it's just rewatching. It doesn't take long. Just go to the bit that looks, I think when you rewatch, can't you go to a little scroll bar and it shows up the preview somewhere, so miss the bullshit, miss the chatty part and just get to the reading. And then I don't know, but lovely to see you here, even if it is late. It is a weekend. We're allowed to be late. Okay, so thank you so much for being here. Certainly check out my Buy Me a Coffee. Keep being the best you that you can be, and namaste until we see you again. Bye for now.